Year's Eve here. Look at this design flaw they got right here, holding the back up. Then you get rid of that shelf and that cooler right there, and that would open it up for everybody just to go through. Do that here and do that over here. And create this bottleneck right there. You get rid of that and that cooler over there. Get rid of this shelf and that cooler on both sides. Then people will be able to come on through. Wouldn't be in this damn bottleneck right here. Sorry about that. That's it, the damn design flaw, man. Make no sense at all. Oh, now look, they got little dividers up. I had them the other day. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be more. That's crazy, man. This dude, no shit, they got up there. Little cattle fencing now. Little cattle fencing. Right there. Look at that. Crazy, man. And let's get rid of this whole freaking middle section, dude. Look, they got the cattle fencing up. Let's go look at it right quick before we get a big crowd in here. They got the cattle fencing up now. Okay. Great, they got the cattle fencing up now, man. What's next, right?
Yeah.
They'll have the prods next week. Alright, guys. CJ Real back here at Walmart again. Look at the stupid. They put this right here where this pole is. Just to clog everything. Who does this shit? Who's designing this? Look, a little space for people to get through. Who does this shit, man? I don't get it. Picking out the flaws. Oh man. I mean, see, they got those registers too close up. They should be at least like 4 or 5 feet back. But damn it clogged, see, that's what they did. Remodeled the store. And they remodeled the store in order to accommodate the pickup people. So the Walmart people could push the big carts around and pick everybody's crap up. So they had to make the aisles wider for the big carts and still have enough room for the customers. So what they did was they moved everything up higher. I mean, okay, look at these shirts over here. Look at these shirts. I mean, who can reach the top of the, you know, a short person's not going to be able to reach up here. They moved everything way higher. See, look, everything's high. High. I mean, can you reach everything up here? All right. I mean, see how wide the aisles are. I mean, that's good. That's good. People can get around. But you cannot reach stuff on this top shelf. There's no freaking way. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall, so, you know, somebody else that's short, they're not going to be able to reach up here. And somebody's going to get a rotator cuff or something like that, injury. Somebody that's, you know, older person or whatever, they're going to have a hard time. And especially down here with the drinks. Alright guys, so we're in the chip aisle. Look how high. Look how high. This is me. Look how high this stuff. Can you reach this stuff? Crazy, man. That's how you have to get it down. Because people can't reach up. So here we are in the drink aisle, guys. Look at this. You pull one of these drinks out, you gotta reach way up. And when you do, see, they all slide forward. Can you put them back in? Not really. Okay, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about, guys. So see, guys, I had to help that lady get some water. Older lady, even up this high. Right, even up this high here. You know, water's 8, 9, and 10 pounds a gallon. These older people aren't used to it. Look, see down there? They're having problems. Look at that. Just what I'm telling you. Just what I'm telling you. Look at that. Unsafe, guys. It's unsafe. You're fine. So, guys, there you go. Perfect example, right? She's stepping on product, putting her feet on the cases of drinks to get up to get something higher. And the other lady said, well, I had to get her to do it. She couldn't even really get it either. She had to step on something because the lady that wanted it couldn't get it. She was much shorter. It's bull crap, man. So anyway, everybody gets my point here. Everybody that goes to Walmart knows this. How come Walmart doesn't know it? How come Walmart doesn't seem to get it? Well, they know about it, but they don't care because they want to push more product out the door. And if we get a few lawsuits over torn rotator cups or somebody slipping and busting their head on the concrete floor, it don't matter. As long as we can make millions and millions more dollars. And we're not going to bring down the prices of a damn thing because we don't want to really bring down the prices. You know, we want to keep the prices high, keep the profits up. I mean, clearly, when they had stuff that was 50% off for sale, clearly they could be selling it cheaper to begin with. So why weren't they? Because they're a bunch of liars. Now, guys, these are the same companies that say they care about you, that are willing to put people's health at risk, that's willing to accept somebody getting harmed or damaged from a torn rotator cuff or something like that with these unsafe stacking positions. Why are you still sitting on there? What? Who the hell sits out here? What? Who left their stuff? Huh. What's this lady? That's your cart, right? Is that your cart? Okay. I was just looking at it and want somebody to steal somebody's something. Okay. Crazy, man. Lady got a Gucci purse sitting in a shopping cart outside and a shopping bag. Look. I mean, somebody could just walk, you know, Gucci, hey, there's money in there. They could just walk up and grab it and all that. So I don't understand people, man. I don't understand people. The world's gone to crap because all we care about money. We don't care about customers. We don't care about people. It's all about making a dollar. That's what everything is about. So that's what we got. Just look at the crowd, guys. Before COVID, this time of day, might have been 30, 40 cars in this whole damn parking lot. But look at it now. Look how full it is. So a lot of people's moving out to the country in droves. We got illegals coming in, refugees, foreigners, people moving from up north, other states, everywhere else. Moving south, getting away from big, over-intrusive, and overbearing government. Alright guys, I'm back out of the store. Went to the crappiest store you could ever want to go to on a Friday afternoon during rush hour is Walmart. They do the same crap every freaking Friday. These people must not live in the same time zone as regular people. It's the end of the month. People are getting paid. A lot of people get paid every 2 weeks. We know that a lot of people are going to be getting paid in this Friday rush hour, and we know a lot of people haven't bought groceries for 2 weeks because they get paid every 2 weeks and they buy groceries every 2 weeks. And we know they're coming in here to buy a bunch of groceries today, here Friday at 5 o'clock. But we're not going to have any cashiers, any registers open to handle these people. We're going to have half the self-checkouts working, and we're going to have 2 or 3 cashier manned payment stations here, and that way everybody can be backed up 30 deep. And the way they got everything funneling into one little place there where everything comes together, we're going to make sure that we keep that clogged up so the people that want to go through self-checkout can't even get through to get to the self-checkout. It's just the stupidest design ever. This does not sound like a company that wants my money. When I sell something, I want to hurry up and check the people out quick. I want to hurry up and get your money before you change your mind. I want to hurry up and get you out of there so next time you want something, you'll be like, you know what, I can run up here to CJ's Rails store and I can get something that I need. I can get in and out real quick, and then that way I can get in there, get out of there, and be on my way to do whatever I need to get done instead of standing around for 30, 40 minutes. I mean, it actually takes longer to check out, to stand around with your finger up your ass, than it does to actually load up the damn groceries that you're buying. And, walking through the store, picking out your stuff. And that doesn't seem like somebody that really respects the customers. Because if it were me, and I owned the Walmart down here, what I would do was I would go in and I would say, well, look, this layout isn't working. This is creating a bottleneck for people, and my customers can't get through, and I can't get them in and out. That's what I would say. I would say this is a flawed design here, and actually we could take, all we got to do is move a shelf and a little drink cooler, about 4.5 foot drink cooler. We just moved that little shelf and that drink cooler out of the way on both sides, and now you got a lot more room for people to flow through and operate and free up space. And I guess you could even have 2 lines. You can make the one line for the people that don't want to go through self-checkout and make the other line for the people that want to go through self-checkout. And then that way everybody can wait in, a managed flow. Not everybody guessing on who's doing what, and are you going to self-checkout, or are you going to cashier checkout, what are you going to do here? We don't know. We're all just going to sit here and wait for 30 or 40 minutes till everybody gets out of this jam to decide what the hell they're going to do. So this is a stupid design. Walmart does not care about the customers. I went to another grocery store before I went to Walmart, and they care about their customers. See, they know that it's Friday afternoon, and that's why I went there first, because I want to give them all the business I can give them. They want me to come in, they want me to get what I need. As soon as a little pile starts piling up around the waiting and the lines and all that, they hustle right through, and then in 2 or 3, 4 or 5 minutes, they got 2, 3, 4 more registers open. Getting people through, getting people out, checking people out. And it's a smaller store with less employees. So, I don't like it. I don't like it. So anyway, of course, I had to talk to 6, 8 more people while I was in there. And everybody's the same thing. Oh yeah, of course the prices are going up again, right? I don't see it getting any better. And I don't see it getting any better because we got a money system that penalizes prosperity. So anyway, that's what we got. We got a state of economy that is totally bullshit, because the system is bullshit. The system penalizes prosperity. The system is designed to take more than it gives. And this is going to fail. It's got to fail. There's no way. Without prosperity among the masses, total mass majority of people, without prosperity for them, the system can't work. It doesn't matter how much all the wealth that the rich people have. If other people can't benefit from it, then the system eventually collapses. Because, everybody's got to go to the grocery store twice a week now, because everything costs so much, you just can't get it all at once, right? And, I think that would probably be the smart thing to do, is to go ahead and get a couple of weeks worth of groceries for $400. But I guess everybody's hoping, well, if I don't get 2 weeks worth now, then next week maybe the prices will be down and I'll get more for my money. But it turns out that looks like the prices are going back up on the groceries. I definitely noticed it, and others did too. We were talking about it. Talking about 6 people there in the store, complete strangers, black people and white people. And everybody's getting slaughtered financially. See, the problem with Walmart and the problem with other corporations now is they don't want the consumer to control the flow of business, right? And that's a bad move, because we should be able to shop the best way, most efficient way for us if you value our time. Time is money. It's weird how Walmart is so picky about the time that their employees put in, but they don't care about the shopper's time coming in, right? Oh, they got all day to be here and wait around, right? And it's just not conducive to doing good business. It's amazing that these corporations will go out here and spend millions of dollars of advertising trying to get more customers in, but then when you get there, you hate being there because they don't care about the customer, see? And it's really weird. It's just like the government, where these corporations spend money on security in all the wrong places. It's almost like Walmart says, well, we can't check people out fast because now more theft can get through. Okay, come on. I thought this was a corporation. Don't we have grown-ups working here? Haven't we thought this out? Haven't we done an overhead view of the store and see how everything's designed for the flow of the retail customer? And you see all the retail customers coming in, like down here at my store, you might have 120 people in there any given time on the weekends and at rush hour times. And you can't look at that and say, hey, all these people, 40 of them just walked in the door, and then 15 minutes, those 40 people are going to want to check out. So why can't we? No. It's just basic common sense. People go, most times, go buy groceries after they get paid. And we know when most people get paid. A lot of people get paid every week, but a lot of people get paid every 2 weeks. And so we know that every 2 weeks during these pay periods in the middle of the month and at the end of the month, we're going to have a lot of people coming in on Friday after they get those paychecks, and they're going to be coming in shopping, and let's look at the overhead layout, and we see this bottleneck, and this doesn't work for the customers. But the thing is that why do we have the bottleneck? We have the bottleneck because they won't put cashiers out. And so the person that's managing this flow must not understand when people get paid and have money to spend. I think it's pretty damn, they could probably even look at, I'm sure they got data, and they could look at the busiest days are going to be those days, the busiest days. And if you know it's going to be busy, well, why can't you go ahead and schedule ahead of time that we're going to have 4 or 5 people that's walking around, talking, meddling to each other, trying to look like they're busy. Let's get them on the registers for, 4, 5, 6 hours and get the customers out, service the customers. And then next time we need to go to the store and we have a good experience and we got checked out quick and everything was great, then next time I want to go to the store, then I'm more apt to want to go to the store, see? I mean, if one of these big food chains down here, one of the big two food chains down here, because that's all we got way out here in the country, if just one of them would treat me right 100% of the time, or even 90% of the time, or maybe even 60% of the time, then they would have all my business. But no. Now the other store, Walmart's competition down here, they have picked it up. They redesigned all their checkout stations and everything else. And the manager is local. She lives local. The people that manage the place are local. And they know that people get paid every 2 weeks. And so when you go there on Friday at 5 o'clock, especially in the middle of the month and at the end of the month when a lot of people get paid, they always jack up the cashiers. They turn it up. And even then, because it's a smaller store, the lines are long, sort of longer, but they got people in there to actually move, actually know how to freaking have a mission to get your stuff scanned and get it in a bag and get you paid and get you out the door. But the other store, Walmart, well, it seems like they got people that are in some kind of la-la land. You see people, some of these people take 30, 40 seconds to scan an item. They got to look all over the place for it and all this stuff. That's just like they don't have their head in the game. They don't want to be there. And they don't have a mission. It's like, you know what? Your arms can move faster if you want to move faster. No, this is just how I move. Well, that's not good. You need to pick it up. Do you want to be a better person? Do you want to be a better employee? Not only that, but the exercise will do you good. But no. You go through these things, these cashiers. I will say that the quality of the cashiers has seemed to pick up in the last month over at Walmart. And a lot of them are, I guess it's sort of a mix. It's like you got your younger people and then you got your older people. There's no people in the middle of the age range here working there much. Well, if you do, you don't, if there are, you don't really see them that much. But, that's how it is over there. But at the other store, most of the people are younger, like in their late teens, early 20s. They're energetic. You pull up and, next thing you know, you're paying. And the cashier's done got you 16 items already bagged up and ready for you to pay. Like they got a mission. Like, you know what? There's work. I mean, why? If you're just casually doing stuff, is that really work? I thought when you work, it requires some kind of physical exertion of energy. So that's the problem, is the corporations do not care about the customer. And just like everything else political today, that's the exact wrong thing to be doing if you want to have more customers and if you don't want to spend more money on advertising. That's what I don't get. We can fix the problem so easily and become the best retail chain ever in the world and take care of our customers, get them in and out. And we wouldn't have to advertise anywhere. Could save hundreds of millions of dollars. We probably wouldn't even, have to have a sale or nothing. So, That's the problem we got, man. There's only one kind of respect in this world now, and that's for the money. That's it. Everything else don't matter. Integrity doesn't matter. Principles don't matter. Laws don't even matter. I mean, you see commercials out there right now that, 10, 20 years ago, you could have been going to jail for some kind of fraud because you were selling a product that didn't do what you said. All right? But it's just an insane world because we have intellectual property theft. And if you come out with a new design tomorrow and put something out on the market, in about 2 weeks, there's going to be some Chinese company that's making it, that's ripped off your patent, your invention, your technology, whatever. And they're going to be using it, and they're going to be selling it for half of what you sell it for. And you can't even make it that cheap. And nobody gives a damn. If you don't have the corporations and the elite money system willing to work with the people, then we're going to have a hard time. And in my eyes, most solutions can be remedied very cheaply and very easily. Right? I mean, if we're spending billions of dollars on some government program, and we know that these programs aren't really helping and it's hurting the American people, then we need to get rid of it. It's just how it is. And that's common sense and logical. So if it's not helping, it's hurting, and these government programs aren't helping, and so that means it's hurting a lot of people, and probably a few get helped along the way, but it's just not worth what's involved. But I don't think, everybody's optimistic about this new Donald Trump term. I am too. I really am. But I think things are going to have to get worse before they get better. Now, we're hearing everybody talking about all these great things that's going to happen and how we're going to pick it up and America's going to be great again and we're going to be making everything and all that. And we're hearing about a lot of all this stuff. But the thing is we're not even started yet. We're not making this big Make America Move Again process by getting manufacturing going tomorrow. As Trump working on some deals that can't go through unless he passes legislation where somehow we're going to fund companies and all this stuff to start up and start producing here at home. And it's going to take a while for that to get going, and it's going to take a while for all that to migrate out into the public. The thing is if you don't have the technology, if you have something that's very labor intensive and you don't have the technology to get that done a lot quicker than human hands can do it, then it's going to be hard to make it. It's going to be hard to make it. So, the thing is where are the jobs? See, that's the problem here, guys. We got a shitty job market, even though they won't say everybody's working. We know that's total bullshit. We got unemployment problem. We got the cost of living problem. We got the inflation problem. We got, it's just inflation. That's what it is, It's, I don't know. They say that, the shipping lanes got stopped up during COVID and all this, that, and the other. But all of the rich people, they got everything they wanted when they wanted to get something. Well, we had to go up because, all the shipping lanes got stopped up. So you're telling me that the shippers, all of a sudden, instead of wanting, $40,000 to bring something over here or $140,000 to bring something over here, that now, just because everybody's been sitting around a little bit, all of a sudden now that same shipment's going to be $260,000. See, it's just like overnight. That was the day that the fascist government in with the communist Democrats and the big corporations are running the economic show. Right? And we've seen that, and we know that's true because when COVID-19 came along, I don't know if you guys remember this. It seems like many people didn't catch this, but I heard about COVID-19 about 3 or 4 weeks before it got here, and I was tracking it all along. Well, it might have been about 6 weeks before. So I was tracking it all along, and then here when it came up, when Trump and all Fauci and all of them were getting up that day and telling the American people that we don't want to, but we're going to have to lock everything down. Well, the corporations had already started locking down en masse. Like a week or two before they made that announcement. I don't know if you guys remember. I think Nike shut down. All these major global manufacturing places shut down, and they said, we got to shut down. And this was based on a lie. They said, well, we got to shut down because if somebody gets sick in our workplace, they can sue us because they got COVID at work. Now, that's pretty much impossible unless somebody has been locked in a small room with a couple of people that's got COVID. You know, locked in a room all day long and cannot go in or out. You sleep there and everything. When you spend 100% of your time at the workforce and you get COVID, then you might could say you got it because of the workforce, because of the company didn't take the proper precautions. But you also have a responsibility of the precautions yourself, that if you weigh your life and weigh what's going on financially and this and that and the other, and you say, well, is it worth it for me to go to work because of these risks? And so that's should be part of your own decision, right? So all the corporations have started locking down more and more every day leading up to this announcement that Trump and Fauci and all them made about the lockdown and all this stuff. So it don't even matter if we would have done the lockdowns because the corporations were already locking down based on a lie. And how many times did you see them on TV saying, yeah, we just can't have people work because somebody could get COVID and blame it on us and take us to court? Well, how are they going to prove that you got COVID at work? Because you've been at home. You know, the other 16 hours that you haven't been here working, you've been at home, you've been to the store, you've been to the gym, you've been to pick up the kids, you've been down here to the school, you went over here to the parents' meeting, whatever. You could have got it anywhere. How are you going to prove that somebody got COVID at your workforce? It's just a lie. And they use this lie to go out here and start shutting down. It was all a plan to wreck Donald Trump and finish the last major sellout of America. And so even if Trump wouldn't have locked things down, things would have been locked down. Now, the reason why the government had to step in and do an official lockdown is so all those people that were getting laid off and fired because of all these corporations shutting down because of COVID, then the government says, well, you know what, we can't stop you from shutting down, but we're going to make a program where we can help, where you can't fire these people and put them in a hard place. The Payment Protection Program. And we're going to do that, and all the corporations and businesses can sign up, and we'll give them the money to pay the employees, but they can't be fired and they can't be laid off. See? That's why the government had to step in. If the government wouldn't have stepped in, there wouldn't have been a PPP. There wouldn't have been people being helped through this. And the corporations didn't really seem to give a crap. You know, why were they shutting down? Well, there was some bogus excuse that if somebody gets COVID in our workplace, then, you know, we could be sued for everything we got. Well, the only problem is you can't prove exactly where the hell you got a cold, especially if you're in a building for 8 hours, and then after that, the other 16 hours, you're out in society hobnobbing with anybody and everybody, right? Possibly. So there's more likely a chance that you got it there, but you can't prove it. See, that's the thing. They know you can't prove it. How can you prove exactly where you got a cold? Exactly where you got infected? And then you could even say, well, you know what? Even if you did get infected, because there are things floating around out here in the atmosphere and among the population, maybe it's up to you to recognize when your body starts feeling weird that you might need to go to the doctor, or probably just go get some proper medication to help you out, and then you'll probably be fine. But if you don't, you know, if you're already drugged up on 7 or 8 other medications that the doctor's giving everybody now, every day, to keep the body numb, and then when you get the cold, you don't even know you got the cold because everything's numb. What a great system. All right, that's my update for you today, guys. I hope you have a great one. God bless and take care of yourself. And I hope you have a happy new year coming up and a better 2025.